Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Zero once again. Hey, it's been a while, I miss you guys. I hope you guys have been doing pretty well with all the work or study that you had to do. I'm pretty sure most of you are students here and have a lot of stuff to do, papers to write, final exams to take on, right? Some of you are workers here. Yep. I hope you have been doing pretty well with your life. And yep, this video is a checkpoint video for my Let's Play series. And you might ask me, why are you doing this? The reason is simple. The simple reason is that people find the length of my videos, my live streaming videos, to be a little intimidating. That is, when I live stream, time just flies. I mean, it really does. When I live stream, I decide to spend all of my stamina with my subscribers there, and that usually takes about 2.5 hours. I mean, even with a party of 4 members, it takes about 2.5 hours to use up all the stamina there. So, yep. And so, given that the length of the live streaming is about 2.5 hours, and given that we live in a very busy world, it is not really easy to watch a 2-hour long video. And I really understand that. I'm a busy person myself. I mean, I'm kind of free nowadays. Not really free, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm not really in school right now. I'm not a student anymore. I just graduated. So, yep, I'm free in a different kind of sense. But anyway, yep, we live in a busy world. Some people told me that they watch my videos right before they go to sleep. But still, 2 hours right before you sleep, not gonna work. So, what I decided to do was to create another video for you guys, about 20 to 30 minute long video, so that you guys can hear me talking about some main points that I mentioned in the live streaming, and then you guys can also watch some videos of a certain character in dungeon gameplays. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's helpful. It's helpful for most of you. Sorry, it's like 2 a.m. in Korea right now. I'm in Korea. I'm kind of sleepy here, so I'm gonna sound like a dork here. Please understand. I mean, I always sound like a dork, right? But I'm worse than usual. And the thing about me talking English, I mean, not just English, but in both Korean and English, I have this habit of saying, yeah, I don't know why I got this habit, but I'm assuming that I got this habit from certain classes that I took in college. I took classes that were a little serious, like psychology, philosophy, religion, stuff like that. I mean, they were not my major classes, but I really enjoyed them as my electives. And being in those classes make you think a lot. And thinking a lot makes you speak carefully. And because of that, I think I got this habit of saying, like pausing a little before I say something. Some people noticed that and told me that they find it a little disturbing, but that's my habit. It's not because my English sucks. I mean, it sucks, but I have the same habit in Korean. I pause a lot so that I can come up with a better word choice and stuff like that. And to phrase things in a better way, something like that. So yep, I'm sorry if it is disturbing for some of you, but that is what I am for now. I pause a lot. Yep. And just a few announcements. I've been busy trying new things on this website called Africa. It's not the continent Africa, but it's Africa. replace the I with 2 E's. So yep, Afrika. It's a Korean website for live streaming. It is really popular among Koreans, and yep, it's mainly for Korean people. The website doesn't really allow foreign people to enter. I'm pretty sure that's for security reasons. I mean, I'm pretty sure that most of you are pretty well intentioned when you do the internet, right? You're just on the internet to have fun, right? But some people, not everyone is well intentioned. They are sometimes ill intentioned, and they do bad stuff on the internet. So to prevent that kind of people entering the internet, Korean people blocked foreigners. I mean, that is not to be taken in a racist sense. Of course there are bad Korean people, I admit, but we get attacks, like internet attacks like DDoS or some hacking attacks, stuff like that from other parts of the world, and these are not usually welcome. So I'm pretty sure that is the reason why Korean websites are not really friendly with foreign people. Might be wrong in that. It's just my rough guess. So yep. Anyway, on Afrika, I started live streaming. It's mainly Elsword live stream, but I also did some other games. As you probably saw on my channel, I played The Binding of Isaac. I also played this online game called Crazy Arcade. I think there's only Korean version available. Yep. I always had this dream of live streaming different kinds of games, and since I have about 3 weeks left before I go up to the military, I wanted to do a lot of stuff before I go. So yep. My video making process for Elsword is a little being delayed because of that, but I hope you understand. I don't make a living off of it. It's not my job. I'm just doing it as a hobby, so I kind of want to do what I want to do. Yep. I mean, I'm pretty sure it may be a little disappointing for people who thought this channel was only for Elsword, but I mean, I apologize, but it's not going to be. It's gonna be a little bit of mix. I apologize if that is a little disappointing for some of you. And the last announcement, I'm currently working on the Reckless Challenge Part 10, the next part of Reckless Challenge series. It is Wind Sneaker versus Type H. The video editing process is 30% done, but by that I only mean the video editing process. In other words, sometimes I place some images or drawings over the video, and those drawings are sometimes drawn by me. I drew these images myself to make the video more entertaining and funnier. And drawing those images sometimes takes hours to do it. I mean, they are not really great drawings, but still, it takes a lot of work and time. So yep, even if the video editing process is done, I might have to spend more time on the drawing. So yep. I mean, I plan to finish the video by the end of this weekend, this upcoming weekend, but I'm not quite positive on that because I have a lot to do. I have to meet up with my friends before I go off to the military. I don't spend that much time on playing games, but I have to nowadays. I have to play Night Watcher, I have to play Infinity Sword, on and on and on. So yep, and that is that. Now let's talk about Infinity Sword. Infinity Sword so far is okay to me. I mean, I take that back. It's more than okay. I find it really fun. There are a few reasons to this. I really like characters that are fast moving and that do a lot of hits, multi-hit characters, and Infinity Sword falls on that category. Like Blade Master, that explains why I main Blade Master, right? It's really fast moving, it does a lot of hits, and yep, I really like those features. So Infinity Sword so far is really good. I mean, look at the basic combo, the most basic combo I'm doing in this video right now. It's ZZZ back forward, simple, and yet it is a 4-hit commands that are really fun. Yup, ZZZ back forward, simple and fun at the same time. I really like it. Yup. And the other reason why I like Infinity Sword is that it makes me think. I mean, not just Infinity Sword, but Elsword, the character Elsword or Elboy in general. I mean, the primary factor or the contributor to this reason is the way of sword. I have this tendency to maintain the vitality state all the time. I mean, at least in dungeons. I mean, I don't usually PvP. 99% of the time I solo play dungeons. I sometimes play PvP with my subscribers, but that's like another kind of story there. So let's put that aside. 99% of the time I stay in dungeons. I'm a heavy dungeon player, and in dungeons I have this tendency to maintain vitality state throughout the gameplay. And the reason is, maintaining the vitality state boosts your mana regeneration rate by a great amount, that your character becomes really overpowered simply because you can use skills really often. And to kind of help myself do so, I use Triple Gazer, Flame Gazer, and Sword Fall, as you can see in this video. Yep. The trick is, I consume my vitality gauge until it's close to being 0. That is, it's close to switching off to the destruction state. And when the time has come, I watch the vitality gauge and press Z, and as soon as it goes off and switches to the destruction state, I use one of the 3 skills that I just mentioned. Flame Gazer, Sword Fall, not Flame Gazer, Triple Gazer. Sorry, as I said, it's almost 2 AM in Korea. I'm kind of sleepy here. Sorry. You can use other skills that use 200 MPs or more. I mean, they should charge your vitality state, right? Yep. And by doing so, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to maintain the vitality state. And yep, it's not really that hard. I recommend that you practice. I recommend that you practice it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with using both states of the way of the sword. Using the destruction state. Okay, go ahead. It's not wrong. It's never wrong. Both states are really good. But I've seen some professional Elsword players and they all maintain vitality state in dungeons. So I'm just gonna follow what they do. And I personally feel that is really helpful in dungeons. So, yep. But what I'm worried about is it may not be that easy later on, because Infinity Sword is such an multi-hit character that it might be a little hard for me to control the vitality gauge. But oh well. Let's see how it goes. Yep. And skill notes. I'm using a skill note for the Sword Fall. Terrible pronunciation there. And I also applied the skill note for the Flame Gazer. Swordfall's skill note reduces its damage by a factor of 0.6. In other words, the damage is 60% of the original, but the number of sword doubles. So it's kind of like a give and take skill notes. You know, it's gonna take away your damage, but it's gonna double your number of swords that are being summoned. And in total, that is important, right? In total, the damage increases. It is 1.2 times better than the original, assuming that all the sword hits the enemy, right? It's really effective for bosses with a huge body size, but I'm pretty sure it's also helpful and useful in fields. So yep, I recommend the skill note. And Flame Gazer, the reason why I got it is not because of the burning effect for 10 seconds, but it's because of the size of the Flame Gazer. I mean, when I did not have the skill notes, you know, let me rephrase that. When Korean server did not have the skill note for Flame Gazer, I thought, oh, Flame Gazer is a really good skill, you know, it's really lovely. But then after I got the skill note, I felt like, wow, Flame Gazer is really small. You know, I didn't notice it until I got the skill note. So, yep, I find it a little inconvenient to use the Flame Gazer without the skill note. It's just a personal taste. You don't have to use it, but if you feel the same way as the way I do, go for the skill note for Flame Gazer. Yep. And one thing about Infinity Sword is that, unlike Night Watcher, I'm just gonna borrow, you know, quote unquote borrow some money from my main characters. The reason is simple. I don't have a lot of time before I go off to the military. I want to show you guys a lot of things before I go. So I'm just gonna start easy here. You know, as you can see, I have the Ice Burner set. I'm pretty sure it's exclusive to Korean version right now. It is Hamel Navy Officer set. It looks cool. It reminds you of the Marines from One Piece, right? Yep, I like it. And I also have the Pet Sheriff, which I heard was first released in the NA version. We now got it recently. Yep, I have Miho, but I chose not to use it because it is just too overpowered. If I choose to have Miho, it's gonna be like playing as Miho rather than playing as Infinity Sword. So yeah, I kind of refrain myself from doing that. And I have one question for you guys. Later on, there are these two skills, right? Phantom Sword and Final Strike. The question is, which one should I go for? I already asked my Korean subscribers about it, but it was almost like a 50-50 tie. Some people wanted me to use Phantom Sword. Some people wanted me to use Final Strike. You know, there were different kinds of opinions there, and I'm kind of confused. I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards Phantom Sword here, but I really like both of the skills. I like both of them. So which one should I go for? I mean, Final Strike seems to be useful in fields when killing all those mobs at once. But Phantom Sword seems more useful with boss fights. So I kind of want to go after that. And the skill note for Phantom Sword looks awesome. I mean, not that it looks awesome, but it sounds awesome. Like, it's gonna increase the critical damage, and it ignores enemy's defense, right? I mean, oh, like, that's lovely. I like that. So which one should I go for, guys? I'm looking forward to hearing your opinion. You're free to post comments in the comment section below. Again, I'm not really asking for comments. It's just, you know, if you kind of want to show off your knowledge about Infinity Sword, go ahead. You are appreciated here. So, yep. And yeah, that is it, I guess. I'll be creating more of these in the future. I mean, I personally think that this kind of video should be the Let's Play videos, right? The LP videos. But let's see how it turns out. I might just do the live streaming as usual and create checkpoint videos like this. Not sure. It depends on your opinion. Your opinions are really valuable to me, so yep. Yep. You can change me if you want to. Yeah. So that's it for today, guys. I will see you in the next checkpoint or live streaming. I hope you have a great day or night depending on your time zone. I'll see you guys later. Ciao.
말했지? 난 지지 않는다고.